Labour Brexiteer Kate Hoey claimed there was concern among some fishing communities that fishing could be used as a bargaining tool by the UK government during key Brexit negotiations. Brexit Secretary David Davis claimed the government would not be trading away fishing rights for other things. Ms. Hoey asked, "Can I get absolute clarity, please? On fishing, we are leaving the Common Fisheries Policy March 2019, so during the implementation period there is nothing to implement in terms of fishing." Getty Parliamentary TV Brexit News. Kate Hoey demanded fisheries were not used as a bargaining tool in Brexit talks. Fishing will be free from being used. "I think there is concern," the Prime Minister was slightly ambiguous on this, and there is concern that fishing will be used as a bargaining tool in negotiations. Mr. Davis claimed that he was not surprised the Prime Minister was slightly ambiguous over the issue of fishing in the transition period, which was still yet up for discussion. Ms. Hoey continued, "What the fishing communities are very concerned about is that fishing will be used as a kind of bargaining tool, as it is obviously a crucially important aspect of taking back control of our fishing waters. What I am trying to get at is during that implementation period all those negotiations will be going on about fishing stocks, but we will be actually out of that, in the sense that it is then our water, and then what we want to cooperative with and decide what we will do separately. What the fishing communities are very concerned about is that fishing will be used as a kind of bargaining tool." Brexiteer Kate Hoey. Mr. Davis then outlined the government's plans for fishing post-Brexit, as he claimed the industry would not be traded away. "It is a year-by-year negotiation on stocks, on fishing, on division, allocation of the stocks and so on," he said. "We will have to come up with a mechanism in how we deal with that. We will have control of our own waters at that point, but nevertheless we will still have to negotiate with the EU, partly because we want market access as well, and partly because you have got people with investments in ships and so on, and trawlers and Lord knows what else. We are not going to be trading away fishing rights for other things, that is for sure." The Prime Minister boldly promised British fishermen would be able to break away from the EU's Common Fisheries Policy (CFP) post-Brexit. Monday, March 20, 2017. The CFP allows European Union vessels across British fishing waters and imposes quotas. Frustrating. British fishermen would blame it for critically impacting the industry. Theresa May said, "This issue of regulation is important because there will be some areas, actually, like the car manufacturing industry, where being able to operate on the same basis is important for the business, that supply chain and the links to the supply chain. But if you look, for example, at fisheries, and we are going to come out of the Common Fisheries Policy, if you look at agriculture, I think there's a lot we can be doing there." As the Prime Minister delivered her landmark Brexit speech at Mansion House last week, she confirmed Britain would leave the CFP in order to make its own laws to regulate the fishing industry. She said, "We are also leaving the Common Fisheries Policy. The UK will regain control over our domestic fisheries management rules and access to our waters."